Hello everyone, welcome to the fourth lecture of this crash course for your PMP certification exam. So if you are into project management and you are planning to write the PMP certification exam over the next few months, this free course on YouTube will equip you with all the basic details that you need to know about the PMP certification exam. So this is a series of 14 lectures and you can view all the 14 lectures of this crash course through the link here or through the link in the description section of this video. So make sure you do not miss any of these lectures of this free course on YouTube. I am Ray, a PMP certified project manager, and I have helped thousands of PMP aspirants like you to prepare for the PMP exam efficiently and pass it on their very first attempt. You can refer to my reviews on Udemy or the mentions on my LinkedIn profile. Now please note that this course is an abridged version of my full 35-hour training course on PMP exam that is available on Udemy. So if you like this mini version, please make sure you check out the entire course that is available on Udemy. The link will be in the description section of this video as well. So this is the fourth out of the 14 lessons in this course, and in this video we'll be talking about the structure of the PMP exam. So let's get the discussion started. Okay, so in this lecture let's talk about the structure of the PMP exam. So we'll talk about the basics of the PMP exam structure that you need to know before you start your exam preparation, right? So the PMP exam is based on the PMP ECO, guys, okay, which is the examination content outline. So I'll be providing the link in the resources section to download the PMP exam ECO, okay, and this is the official syllabus of the PMP exam. You can also download the PMP examination content outline from the PMI's website, okay, and it can be downloaded across multiple languages as well. Now this is the first myth that I would like to discuss with you guys. Exam aspirants who are starting the PMP exam preparation for the first time often think that the PMP exam is based on the PMBOK, maybe the PMBOK 6th edition, maybe the PMBOK 7th edition, etc, etc. Now you need to understand, guys, and you need to course correct yourself now that the PMP exam is not an exam of how well you know the PMBOK, okay? PMBOK is only one of the references from which PMP exam draws its questions, okay? So the official syllabus of the PMP exam is the PMP ECO or the examination content outline. Now let's talk about a bit of the PMP exam structure, which is valid across 2022 and 2023 as well. Now if in future the PMP exam syllabus gets revised, I will revise this whole course accordingly, okay? So as of now the PMP exam has 180 questions, okay? And out of that 180 questions, 175 of the questions are scored questions and 5 are test questions. So these 5 questions are some new type of questions which PMI often tests before they become a part of these 175 questions, okay? But mind it, guys, you will not be able to know that which of the 5 questions in your set of 180 questions are test questions. So for argument's sake, always consider that you are writing an exam of 180 questions. The overall time that you will get is 230 minutes, and that's about 1 minute 17 seconds for each question, okay? And each section will have 60 questions, and between two sections you will have a 10-minute optional break. Now it is very crucial for you guys to understand one point here, okay? Once you are writing a section of 60 questions, once you submit that section and you move on to the next section, you will not be able to come back to that section. So once you answer the question of each section, submit it and move on to the next section, that's it, guys, okay? Your responses for the previous section will be locked and you will not be able to go back, okay? So make a note of this, but we'll talk this again when we talk about the time management strategy for your PMP exam. Now talking about the venue of the exam, you can write the exam either from home or from a test center, guys, okay? So you have the option of writing it in your comfort of home, and you also have the option of writing the exam from an authorized test center, okay? So this is the structure of the PMP syllabus as of now as per the ECO. So essentially there are 3 domains from where you will get questions from: the people domain, the process domain, and the business environment domain, okay? And in terms of the percentage questions that you will get, these are the percentages as mentioned in the ECO document. If you translate it in the number of questions, these are tentatively the number of questions that you will get across the different domains of the PMP exam syllabus. Now, if you read the sentence that has been highlighted here, guys, about half of the examination will represent predictive project management and the other half will represent agile or hybrid approaches. Okay, so as of 2022 and 2023, the questions of the PMP exam will be 50-50 across predictive project management and hybrid or agile project management. So you need to take equal importance, you need to keep on equal focus in understanding both of these project management methodologies when you are preparing for your PMP exam. So I would recommend that you download the PMP ECO, guys, and go through it from the first page to last page, because this is a very important document for your PMP exam preparation, and we'll come back and refer to it again and again across this entire course. Okay, I wish you all the best for your PMP exam preparation. Let me know in the comment section below if you are finding this course helpful for your PMP exam preparation. Okay, and now with that, let's move on to the next lecture.